Hello, tabletop baseball, and sports fans. This is Tribe Fan here. Now, I will not be rolling a game today. However, I will be recapping four out of the five games played. It was a two-game series against the Baltimore Orioles, and then a three-game series against the Indians. However, I did roll a full game, so I will put the link in that description. If you have never seen any of my videos, if you have not seen any of my videos, please click the like button if you like what you see. And if you'd like to subscribe, please click that subscribe button and then click the bell icon, and you'll be notified when videos are uploaded to my channel. Excuse me. So we'll start at the top half of the first, and it was not a good start for Barrios and the Twins. He walked the first two batters, Joey Rickard and Manny Machado, and then Adam Jones with a 3-run homer makes it 3-0. And then two batters later, Mark Trumbo gets in the home run parade. It would be a great foreshadowing of things to come. A solo home run makes it 4-0. The Orioles would actually add a run in the top half of the third. Chris Davis makes it, joins in the home run parade as well. Wouldn't be the last of the day either for the Orioles. That makes it a 5-0 game. The Twins would cut into the lead heavily in the bottom half of the third inning. A one-out single by Mauer moves the third on a Eduardo Nunez single. Brian Dozier hits a dribbler through the infield, but it's enough to score Mauer to make it the score, and that makes it 5-1. And then Trevor Plouffe puts the Twins within one with a 3-run homer, his 5th of the year, and that's a 5-4 ball game. The Orioles would add another single run in the 4th inning. Leadoff double by Rickard, and then a one-out single by Adam Jones makes it 6-4. The Twins would retake the lead in the bottom half of the 4th. Oswaldo Arcia reaches on an error by Wieters. Two batters later, he moves to third on a single by Danny Santana. And then Joe Mauer with a home run makes it 7-6. The top half of the 5th, a 2-out home run by Pedro Alvarez makes it 7-6. And then the Orioles would have their big inning to put the game away in the top half of the 6th, all with 2 outs. Double by Manny Machado. Adam Jones reaches on a walk. And then Chris Davis with a single scores Machado. And then Mark Trumbo with a 3-run homer clears the bases. The Orioles would add one more after that, a walk to Wieters, and then a double by Pedro Alvarez with Wieters on his horse with 2 outs scoring. The Twins would add their final run in the bottom half of the 6th on a Kurt Suzuki solo home run, his 5th of the year as well. The end of the scoring would come in the top half of the 8th when Mark Trumbo hits his 3rd home run of the day to make the final 13-8. A lot more scoring and more exciting than the Super Bowl was. Gaussman only goes 4 innings, so he is not eligible for the win. So that goes to Vance Worley, who pitched the 2 innings following. And then Jose Barrios actually gets the loss, as the Twins were trailing when he left. All right, so the next game against the Twins was also a big home run fest. Tyler Wilson versus Phil Hughes. And the Orioles draw first blood. Manny Machado with a 1-out solo home run in the top of the 1st. Makes it 1-0. The Orioles would add on in the 2nd inning. Mark Trumbo with a leadoff double. He goes to third on a Jonathan Scope ground out and then scores on a Flaherty single to make it 2-0. The Twins would actually take the lead in the bottom half of the 2nd. All with 2 outs. Danny Santana singles. Joe Mauer singles to put runners on 1st and 3rd. And then Eduardo Nunez with his second home run of the year. A 3-run homer makes it 3-2. The Twins would add a run to the lead in the third when Byung-ho Park hits his 5th home run of the year, makes it 4-2. However, that would be all the runs the Twins would score for the rest of the day, and it was all Orioles after. Top half of the fourth, Mark Trumbo with a leadoff single. Nolan Reimold follows with a walk. Jonathan Scopes singles to load the bases. And then Flaherty with a single drives in 2. And then Caleb Joseph hits into a double play to score the final run of the inning. That makes it 5-4. And then Hughes would then just lose it all in the 5th. Back-to-back home runs by Davis, Trumbo, and Reimold signaled the end of the day for Phil Hughes. And then that also made it 8-4. The Orioles would then add 5 more. 3-run homer by Chris Davis. And then solo home runs by Jonathan Scope and Flaherty, who had a monster day, 3 for 5. And then finally, the run in the 9th, Nolan Reimold with his second home run of the day. All in all, it looked like a Ravens-Vikings game. 14-4 is your final. Wilson gets the win. He went 8 innings. Darren O'Day cleaned up in the 9th. And then Phil Hughes, the hard luck loser. Okay, and sorry. All right. Sorry, we'll get to that other Indians game later. The next game is game 34. Ricky Nolasco against Josh Tomlin. And this was your classic pitchers duel. The Indians really couldn't do much offensively. As you can see, the Twins at least had base runners. But we'll go to the top half of the 4th. Brian Dozier with a leadoff single. He steals second off of Yan Gomes. And then Kurt Suzuki with a single driving home Dozier makes it 1-0. And then we go to the top half of the 8th inning with Tomlin still pitching. He was almost on fumes. 1-out single by Sano. And then Byung-ho Park with a 2-out, 2-run home run makes it 3-0. And as you can see here, the Indians threatened late but did not score. Presley came in to get try to get the final out of the 8th inning. I gave up a double to Kipnis, but the lone chance to score as Santana was thrown out at the plate. Kinsler came in and pitched a scoreless 9th, and the Twins win 3-0. Nolasco gets the win. He's been on the fire lately, and then Tomlin gets the loss. All right, we'll skip ahead to Game 36. As I said, Game 35 was rolled on YouTube, so if you want to see what happened there, please go check that video out. Game 36 was Tyler Duffy against Trevor Bauer, who has now come in from the bullpen. Twins get out to an early lead. Eduardo Nunez with a 1-out single in the top of the 1st. He steals second and scores on a Miguel Sano double. The Twins would add to the lead in the 2nd inning. Jorge Polanco with a leadoff single. He goes to 3rd on a Centeno double. And then Danny Santana doubles home Polanco and Centeno to make it 3-0. And that would be it until the bottom half of the 4th, when Francisco Lindor with a 1-out single, and then a party at Napoli's, a 2-run home run for Mike Napoli, cuts the deficit to 3-2. And then we would go scoreless into the bottom half of the 7th, when it became a house of horrors for the Twins pitching staff. It started off innocently when Carlos Santana grounded out to Mauer with the pitcher covering. Then a walk to Kipnis, a single by Lindor moves Kipnis to third, a double by Napoli brings home Kipnis, single by Ramirez brings home Lindor and Napoli. A double by Uribe brings home Ramirez, who scampered home. Naquin walked, and then Chris Jimenez finishes off the scoring with a 2-run triple, scoring Uribe and Naquin. All in all, you could say the Browns scored a touchdown with the extra point. Twins pitching staff not real good in this replay. Tommy Hunter came in to pitch the ninth. He gave up the last run. Danny Santana with a single goes to second on a walk. And then Miguel Sano with his second RBI, his 25th on the year, makes it a 9-4 ball game. Duffy does not get the loss, but Trevor May does. All right, so the Twins' record now is 15-21 on the year. And that's it for this video. I will be rolling two full games on camera for the next series. It's a 3-game series against the Tigers and a 4-game series against the Blue Jays. I'll roll 1 game out of each of those series. All right, everybody. If you like the new look of me just showing the scorecards instead of my face on camera, please let me know. Or if you'd rather just see my face on camera and just recapping the games that way, please let me know. And whatever games you are playing, may your dice be lively and your rolls be good. Have a good day, everybody.